15 years ago or so. Well, maybe if I really get honest, it's been since my teenage years. As an adult anyway, I had experienced a great restlessness right around the end of my 20s. And it sent me on this personal development, personal discovery journey, which has been incredible, incredibly hard and challenging, and incredibly rewarding at different times, right? And then the past 2 years, I have spent rediscovering myself in a new career world. And that also is a big challenge. But all the while, like I realized I'm not living this life. I'm not here, to be in a sour mood. I'm not here to stay stuck. I realized that, I think from watching others, Oprah was one of my favorite mentors from afar. Back in my late teenage years, the Oprah show, loved it. Anyway, I had some mentors I had been really attuning to, and noticed that, we all go through challenges, but we can do life differently. Like how you're living now, your current circumstance, your current environment doesn't have to be your forever state. And so seeing these mentors show their truths and real life people, like me, like you, in different situations, I realized that I too could change. And I had this great rustling and restlessness from within, and this urge, this calling that just got louder and louder. And my body was sending me signals. I wasn't in extreme pain, or I didn't have a devastating disease, but I knew that if I didn't listen to the little whispers, that it could grow into something more serious. So I began to listen. And like I was saying before, I've been committed to living this life with a lightness, with a joyfulness, and with ultimately kindness and moving forwards. And so this is now the center and core of my teaching. But this video is not about that. This video is my tools and tips and tricks. I think the main 5 that I've maintained along the way to live lighter, live merrier, and to keep moving forwards, to not stay stuck. Listen in. You'll be equipped with some great tools that you can use to lighten and brighten your day, and maybe even bring some smiles. That's the hope along the way. This talk comes to you from the Jura Mountains, just inside France, bordering Switzerland. I consider walks like these in complete tranquility to be essential. Here we go. It's in remote and serene environments like this that my nervous system is settled and I can access mental and emotional clarity. Already hot from the hustle, it's time to take a quick break in the shade. Breathe. In this walk and talk, I'm reflecting on my ability to keep an elevated state during my now over 15 years of focused energy in really understanding myself, understanding my life, and understanding my place in it and how I want to live my everyday. Definitely not stressed and rushed and bothered by a lot of noise and constant demands. No, just curious. Are you restless and on this personal development journey too? Good golly, this journey can be challenging at times. I found myself many times in the earlier stages of trying to understand why me, why am I so restless? Why can't I just be okay with the way things are? It would just be so much easier, it seemed. That staying the same just wasn't for me, and I've come to accept that my path is different, peeling back and shedding layers as my understandings grow. This growing acceptance brings me more peace, and thank goodness for my friend Kaylin, with whom I exchanged many voice notes, both of us trying to make sense of our shifting and yearning souls in our early 30s. That friendship brought, and still does, bring so much comfort. We all need a friend like Kaylin. Replenished, we're ready to set off again. This journey truly has been a climb, not unlike these mountains. When I first started, I was probably like many of you, feeling a bit lost, searching for something more. But I made a commitment to myself to embark on this journey of growth. And let me tell you, staying in the game of personal growth is only half the battle. It's easy to get discouraged and feel like you're not making progress. There have been countless moments for me, especially in the early days when I felt like giving up. But it's in those moments, just like when you're hiking up a steep trail, that you remind yourself to keep choosing growth and happiness. Through it all, maintaining an uplifted attitude is a daily practice. Intention can help in moving you forwards. How to feel light and merry along the way when you're out doing hard things. Couple things. I think it's positive self-talk. So giving yourself encouraging words, the voice within and how you treat yourself influences your confidence and your attitude. I think it's also noticing your wins. So although you might not have the big accomplishment that you're seeking, if you notice all the little steps along the way where you have met fear, conquered fear, and maybe even, noticed a great win coming from going outside your limits and pushing through the discomfort, really. It's also surrounding yourself with a supportive group. If you don't have people who are cheering you on and believe in you, then it makes it really difficult because you have to keep yourself up and moving along by yourself. That's a big, tall job, big, tall order. You're already doing the hard work. So yeah, a community is essential. And keep surrounding yourself with positive sort of messages, uplifting content, and just keep reading, like keeping curious and keeping that content coming that constantly stimulates you and at times will also validate, if somebody else has a similar take on what you're trying to do, then it kind of validates, okay, there's people out there doing similar. I'm going off on a tangent here, but I'm not alone. And so just exposing yourself to other people's ideas can help keep you light and merry along the way. And lastly, I guess a fifth one, why not? Playfulness. You gotta play along the way to keep the merry. Alrighty, my top 5 for keeping it light and merry. Cheers. What does playfulness look like to you? It's likely not a cartwheel, but yeah, I still got it. Who are my animal lovers? This pup is a newer addition and certainly adds a lightness and brightness to our days. I'm Laura, by the way. If these types of messages resonate, if they lift your mood and lift you higher, if you haven't already, subscribe. This is how it can help me grow, help me spread good energy, and help my channel grow. So like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for your time. Since I love learning from other people, this is your chance to share with me a top trick that you use to keep your mood light and merry and to keep you advancing in the direction of your goals. Let me know. Comment below. Harness the incredible power of your thinking to choose your way every single day and intentionally choose strategies like my top 5 that keep your soul light and merry as you move through your highs and lows. Stay committed. Every step is worth it to a lighter and merrier life.